Flushing of filter element. Before flushing the filter element, to ensure the correct wetting which is essential to perform the integrity tests, check that at least the following elements are present in the flushing line. One valve upstream and one downstream of the housing containing the filter element. A pressure gauge on top of the housing, upstream of the filter, with at least one vent valve. A drain valve is placed in the upstream line before the filter element, and one placed on the downstream line after the filter element installed inside the housing. A flow meter to measure the water flow rates, not essential if you know the maximum flow rate of the system, or you can measure the flow in another way, for example with a graduated beaker. Filter element installation. Remove the filter from the packaging, taking care to use gloves and, if possible, using a bag to avoid direct hand contact with the filter element itself. Wet the filter O-ring gaskets with water or a silicone spray compatible with the customer's process. Wetting with sterile purified water is preferable if possible. Install the filter in the base of the housing, taking care not to pinch the gaskets, while keeping the filter element in vertical position during mounting. Check the filter element part number before closing the housing to verify that there have been no errors in the selection of the filter element requested for the filtration process. Check that the valves, drains and vents are closed. Flushing the filter. Open the water line, which must have a flow rate of at least 1000 litres per hour for 10-inch cartridge. Open the vent at the top of the housing to allow full filling up to the top. Open the valve upstream of the filter slowly. When the purified water begins to flow out of the vent, close partially the vent valve and open the valve downstream of the filter housing. Adjust the flow rate and the counter pressure, or the pressure downstream of the filter, with the valve upstream and downstream of the filter, until reaching a value greater than or equal to 0.5 bar. If possible, leave the vent valve slightly open. Flush the filter element with water for 5 to 7 minutes. At the end of the flushing, close the upstream valve, open the drains, and vent to allow the water to fully drain from the system.